All right, guys, we are live here at the UWS GEA, and we are just getting started. If you're watching us on Mike Cujo 11 Sports, thank you for watching. We'll get you into the action here shortly. We are still working on some technical difficulties. Team today is Side FC. They are in the red and blue, and they are facing the home squad of Gretna Elite Academy. They are in the all white with the black numbers on the back. And with us tonight on commentary is Samaya Hogue. Samaya, how are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. So, what do you think about UWS season 2 finally underway? What's the plans for the UWS team this season?
They're an exciting team to watch, and hopefully they can get a couple more wins this season. They've seemed to started out pretty strong. I know they had one loss, but overall I think it's a solid team and it should be a good season.
Absolutely. And as we go throughout the game, we'll highlight some players that are on the pitch, and we'll try to keep up with the action. It's pretty fast paced, but seems to work pretty well. GA's defense keeping Side FC at bay. Kind of getting a little shotgun start here as we tried to get into the facility early, and sometimes that works and other times that just doesn't work at all, and unfortunately today was one of those days. So Side FC with the possession here, taking it up the right side of the pitch. Neither team seems to be really forcing anything, which is good. Just a lot of ticky-tack passes. Dispossessed by Side FC. Gretna does a little bit of a drop there. And Samaya, you have some background with Gretna Elite Academy. Can you, maybe after this shot here, first shot, and a good save. I believe that's Caniglia in the box right now for Gretna Elite Academy. Side FC with the shot. But Samaya, talk to us a little bit about Gretna Elite Academy just in general as far as the club goes.
Gretna is a pretty big club. There's a lot of teams on the youth side, and most of these players that are out here right now have at some point been through Gretna Elite.
We got one-on-one, good save by the goalkeeper. Gretna's pressuring a little bit here, really using a lot of players into the box. Good cut back by Ostergaard. Takes the shot, deflection, and is able to pick it back up. Lucky for the away team, Side FC.
There's a good possession there by Gretna Elite Academy, leading to the shot.
Sorry to interrupt you there with the explanation of the club.
All good.
All good.
All good.
All right, who do we got streaking up the sidelines here?
Grace Crockett.
Grace Crockett. Grace Crockett to Ostergaard. Ostergaard sends it over to number 11.
Mo Gore.
Mo Gore. And just using that sideline to get the throw in. Gore's really working up the side there. Oh, great. Great job. They keep it inbounds. now it seems like Gretna Elite has kind of turned up the heat a little bit here.
Yeah, I'd agree.
We want to thank everybody for taking a watch here on 11 Sports. I know last season we had about 7,000 views on our 6 matches that we broadcast. There's another popper up,
Good cross.
and the cross is easily saved by the keeper. We got a number and a name on that keeper. Give some love.
Should be number 21, Reagan Beating.
All right. Yeah, Beating will have her hands full tonight with the offense of Gretna Elite. There are a lot of homegrown talents that have had a lot of success scoring goals throughout the state over the years. Samaya, of course, is the opposite. She just was announced as the Lincoln Journal-Star Super State honorary captain as a goalkeeper. So, Samaya, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
How does it feel to kind of be considered the #1 goalkeeper for high school in the state right now on the girls' side?
It's super exciting. It definitely took a lot of work, but just to be recognized, it's an honor.
Got a foul on Gretna, so free kick coming up. They play it short, number 37. And this is our first match of the season, and the coach right now, the guy who's down there for Gretna Elite, Joe Cleary, is actually usually the guy who does the commentary. So kind of fun to fill in for Joe, but we'll be looking forward to Joe doing the commentary hopefully next week. Mitch Kavanaugh, who's the head coach for GEA UWS, is right now probably on a plane back to Nebraska, to Omaha, after being out and about with some of the younger ECNL players. I believe it's the 07s that he coaches, and looked like they had a pretty good week at their showcase. So well, Samaya, it's a pretty nice night out, a little breezy. It looks like the wind has finally started to subside, but you see the flags out there. What's some of the biggest challenges for these goalkeepers that they're going to face, especially since the wind's going? Oh, we got a shot, good hit.
Some of the biggest problems they're going to be dealing with tonight are the high balls, crosses in the air, just because you have to read how the ball is traveling a bit more than usual. But the wind seems to have died down, so it shouldn't be too tough.
Yeah, a few hours ago it was pretty blustery.
Yeah.
Looks like Cecilia didn't have any issues kicking into the wind there. Casalia, excuse me.
It was a good touch by Maggie Gunderson and taking space there. Just an unfortunate giveaway.
Former teammate of yours, right?
Yep.
Maggie was another great player. She was out of Iowa, and she graduated early to start playing at UNO. And that's where we're at right now, Caniglia Field, on the campus of University of Nebraska, Omaha, as you see the Omaha soccer signs down below, the Mavericks. We appreciate them providing us with a home field tonight. Weather's not too bad. It's about 82 degrees out. Let's see if Side FC can put something together here. It's a good cross there. Sorry about the camera work on that one. Try to do better next time.
Seems like Gretna is trying to use the width a little bit better.
And we've got a goal kick for side. They play it short. The left side of the pitch here. Was able to sneak one there, but it's dispossessed. Gretna again in the white, and side FC 92 is in the red and blue.
Good through ball.
And an excellent cross. Puts it right into the 18. Just nothing there, but they're going to draw a foul anyway. Gretna able to get that ball back. They're doing a great job of really using the field, like Samaya said. They'll really work the outside, but then they'll notice when it's time to be a little more direct in the middle. And the ball's going to take a nice steady roll with that wind all the way back to the goalkeeper. Oh, we got a foul on side FC. They just play it short, send it back. Just taking their time here, setting up the front. Great positioning. We have our first goal of the match. And was that Grace Ostergaard who did that?
Yes.
All right, very good. Go. As we get things ready to go here. Score is now 1-0 for Gretna Elite Academy, the home team in white. Side FC has had a few chances, but Gretna has definitely been the aggressor. I think Side FC, Samaya, is maybe just kind of playing a little loose right now, a little too loose maybe.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Well, they might have a chance here. It's an excellent through ball. Shot of their own. Excellent save, though, by Caniglia. That's her, I believe, second of the day.
Yep.
Kind of gets them to look deep and then plays it short. Use the sideline. Dispossessed, though.
I would definitely say that Gretna's had some of the better chances, but coming with that, their aggression and pace with and without the ball has definitely given them those opportunities.
Absolutely.
Also, a possession like this and being patient spreads the team out more and definitely helps.
No call there for either side. It's Grace Crockett has her hands full with the side FC player. Dispossessed by Gretna. Side's trying to move up, but Gretna's doing a good job of getting their numbers back. They play very very good transitionally. As you can see, the sun's starting to set inside of the stadium here. And the lights are already on, so we should be good to go for the rest of the duration of the match. Oh,
Good
we've got some
tackle, win it
movement
back.
here. There's a shot, just a little wide to the right. That is number 12, Ariana Mondiri. She is out of the University of Creighton here in Omaha.
She had several goals the night of their home opener.
Yeah, it sounds like she was the woman of the match in that first one, and at halftime you'll get to see some of the player cards just to see who exactly we have on the team, and I believe we have the information about her being the player of the match on that first game. Now, Gretna did win their first match, but they unfortunately lost their second one when they played Courage this, I believe it was earlier in the week. And so this is kind of a rebound game for them. And hopefully they are able to rebound today. So far, so good. They are up 1-0 on side FC 92. Big ball. Gore's going to chase it down. And a shot, but it just goes left. And that was Cece Lamanji. And she and her sister Sophia are both on the team this season, so that's pretty exciting. Goalkeeper calls for everyone to kind of slide in a little bit. They play short. No subs as of yet. And there's a handball called, unfortunately, on Crockett, I believe. So free kick coming up for Riley Baldwin. Riley doesn't see anything up the field she likes, so she's going to play it short. I think the thing that we're seeing a lot more from side is that they are playing extremely direct once they get the ball around half field. Unfortunately, this isn't the kind of team in Gretna that you're going to be able to just kind of play those lofting balls over the top and kind of chase down just because the speed's there on both sides. Good job keeping the ball in there, getting the tackle. But here comes Gretna back again. Mo Gore on the side trying to chase it down and doesn't get it, but gives it a shot anyway. And Samaya, feel free to jump in anytime you see. They are taking their water break now, folks, so we'll keep it here and do a little bit of talking. Like I said, we're into the 22nd minute here. We started a little late on the broadcast, and apologize for that, but hey, we're going now, and that's all that matters. So right now it is 1-0, Gretna Elite Academy. So Samaya, what are you seeing so far?
Gretna seems to be keeping their foot on the pedal and trying to go for another goal. They don't seem to be letting up at all.
Now, do you think that, obviously, not knowing what side has played here this week, but with Gretna playing now a second match in this week, and the weather is a little bit warm, is there a fear that, you know, some of these players are going to peter out or you know, kind of lose their curiosity as we get later into the match?
There's definitely a chance of that. I mean, there always is, playing multiple games in a week. But luckily for them, as the sun goes down tonight, it should cool off a little bit more. And I think just with them losing, Gretna losing their last game, they're going to want to keep that pressure on the whole night. Even if they are tired, they're just going to fight through.
The other thing that I'm seeing right now, just looking after they come off the water break, is unless I'm not seeing somebody or they're just getting, you know, a restroom break or something, I do not see a bench at all for Side FC.
They have one backup keeper down there.
They have one backup keeper and that's it, compared to Gretna, who has, you know, almost a full bench of players. So we'll see if that plays a role as well.
Even if it is the first match of the week for Side FC, I think not having a bench could play a factor in this.
Oh, so close. Excellent cross there.
Timing just a little off by Mogor, but...
And Mondiri just set it up excellent, and yeah, Gore just maybe not in a position to get there, but awfully darn close, so. Yeah, the other part too to kind of think about is Side is with the wind right now and not against the wind. In the second half, they're going to be fighting kind of an uphill battle, but who knows? They might be, you know, set up perfectly for that. Only time will tell.
Yeah.
Excellent move there. Mondiri trying to put it back into the middle.
There's a nice cutback cross. Ball still in the box.
Boy, they are holding on to the seat of their pants right now. Gretna is peppering that box right now with crosses and through balls and shots. They're just kind of taking their time and waiting for the shot to develop. And a nice high shot over the top. We're seeing a lot of work right now by Cece Lamongi, number 9. She's out of South Dakota State University. Ball travels down the field. Just going to drop back to the goalkeeper. Sydney. She kicks it up to number 2 Crockett. Gets a little bit of a face tap by the Side FC player. Seems to be okay though. Dropping back, all the way back. It's a nice little tap.
It seems like both sides are still trying to figure out how to play with this wind.
Boy, but once they get it up into the final third, it's a totally different story. And we should have a corner here, and we do.
Yeah, it seems like when the ball gets around half field, that's when you see more loose balls from both sides, whether it's a drop back from Gretna or a through ball for side FC.
And Ariana Mondiri is seeming to pick up right where she left off in that first match. She is extremely dominant, especially right in the 6. I would not want to try to defend her. Gretna electing to play back. And ball goes out of bounds. We're in the 29th minute of the match, officially. Might be a little bit different on the broadcast, but I assure you it's fairly close. Ball goes out again. Throw in for White, Gretna Elite Academy, UWS. Ball stays in, and Mondiri kind of petitioning for a corner, but doesn't get it. So number 21, Reagan Beating, the goalkeeper, will take the goal kick here. Plays it up to almost midfield. Gretna is able to win the possession though. Gore, Mondiri. Gore and Mondiri are doing some great things on this right side. Drops it back. Caniglia. Back out. And that's Reagan Zimmer's number 5 there, who's kind of been taking a lot of the kicks from Sydney. So Maya, you've practiced with Sydney, for a couple of years now. What are some of the attributes that she brings to this team that are pretty special to the team?
The team is very comfortable using her for drops. As you can tell, she's gotten the ball at her foot many times tonight. She is very calm when she gets the ball. I mean, as you can see, coming out for the ball right here. But she doesn't really like to force things if she can. Even playing long balls, they're extremely accurate, which is something that this team likes to use off of her.
And when we talk to Mitch Cavanaugh, the head coach, Mitch always talks about just how she is such a, she's a great mentor, and she's also one of those, here's a shot, easy save for the keeper. One of those player coaches where, she's out there honestly coaching from her position, which you really want the goalkeeper to be able to do, and you do very well yourself, but I think that comes from just being under the learning tree of some of these coaches and some of these players as well. So is that what you would agree with Caniglia?
Yeah, for sure. Every time at practice, when I'm with her, if I get scored on, just, even something simple, she'll just be like, hey, this is what you can do next time. And it's never in any way that's rude.
Oh, we got some work in the box here. We're going to get our first penalty kick, as there was just kind of a tangle, and trying to see who that might have been. It may have been Gunderson. Once she turns around here, we'll see. But Mondiri's going to take the kick.
Looks like it was on Lamanji.
Okay, Lamanji again? Okay,
Yep.
Very good. And the PK is good for Gretna Elite Academy. That was Ariana Mondiri from Creighton University with the second goal of the evening. Still in the first half here as Gretna leads 2-0.
Even against the wind, that was an extremely strong shot.
It was, and you know, the keeper beating went the right way. It just a powerful shot. And
Yeah.
I am impressed by just the effort that Mondiri and the rest of the Gretna Elite ladies are giving tonight. It's a very exciting game to watch if you are a fan of the team in white. But that might have woken up the Side FC team a little bit. They're starting to be a little more aggressive now. And we still have a little over 10 minutes left in the first half here. As the ball stays in, Caniglia decides to just kind of keep her foot on it. No reason to force it. And finally, number 12, who is Jordan Langbartles, comes in and puts a little pressure on. Caniglia kind of fake outs again and sends it up the field. Unfortunately, dispossessed, but gets it right back to her. And just the confidence that Sydney has is excellent to see. You always want a goalkeeper who's able to be confident like that. So Samaya, as we head into the final 10 minutes of the first half, what are some things that you would say Side FC 92 needs to do to kind of get back into this one?
They're definitely going to have to apply more pressure, because if Gretna can just possess and take some time off the clock, that's not really going to benefit Side FC. And then once they do win the ball, they need to possess themselves. Otherwise,
Crockett sends it up.
Their direct
Goalkeeper comes out.
play will not benefit them.
Right. Yeah. Being too direct is probably the thing that's killing them most right now, but sometimes you have to start somewhere too, unfortunately. It's with a team that's just kind of pressuring like Gretna is right now. Sometimes it feels, I'm sure it feels like you're in quicksand and all you want to do is just kind of get a little bit of breathing room.
When Side FC does possess, it seems like they have more chances.
Yeah, they do work the ball around the field pretty well. It's just, they, for whatever reason, they just aren't quite getting all those passes off.
Yeah.
And I'm sure runs like this don't help either.
Yeah, it seems like they're just one step behind. But Gretna is a very fast team. I think that's one of their...
They are very fast, very well conditioned.
Yeah, that's probably one of their best attributes as a team, is just the whole team is extremely fast. It's not just one or two players.
Good punt by Beating. Fortunately, no one's able to win the ball, so Gretna's able to possess again. It's a little under 10 minutes left. And ball goes out by a side player. Crockett picks it up. He's going to throw it into Ostergaard. Back to Crockett. Down the side of the pitch here. Ball just kind of hangs in there, goes into the 18. They're going to block and shield, and like we said, Side FC does not have a bench that we are seeing anywhere right now. So we'll see how how long these girls are able to kind of hang in at this pace. And the ball travels out of bounds. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we will have the team roster. So you guys can see kind of who's on the team and where they're from, and hopefully coming up as we get into other matches, we'll be able to set up some highlights from each match going forward to play during halftime. So very excited to be able to use the 11 Sports as a place for us to highlight some of these amazing female athletes. Into the 39th minute now. Gretna is doing a really good job of just kind of picking their spots when they want to start to supercharge that run up the field. Joe Cleary coming out, saying a few words to somebody.
Lauren Schmidt.
All right, Schmitty. Lauren Schmidt, also one of Samaya's former teammates. And Lauren is going to be playing at UNO as well with Maggie Gunderson. A lot of UNO talent here, which is great to see. A fair amount of Creighton talent. UMKC, which is Missouri, Kansas City. And some of the Dakotas are represented as well. So it's great to see when all these girls are able to come together and play again. I know a lot of them are former teammates and have had a lot of success collegiately as well.
You can definitely tell the players that play on the same college team together.
Oh, excellent ball. 1v1, and not able to get a good shot off, but able to draw the corner. So I believe this is second or third corner for Gretna Elite so far in this half. We've got about 4 minutes left in the half. Ball maybe just went a little awry, but Gretna's able to possess it still. Here comes a cross, goalkeeper comes out, beating. And they are able to clear it away, so side able to take a sigh of relief, breath for a short period of time as we are into the final minutes of the half. I don't know if they'll add any time for that water break or not, but either way, we're closer to the end of the half than we are the beginning. Zimmer says go long. That plays it short. Kicks it out to Schmitty. Lauren Schmidt. Schmidt sends it in, and just not able to get enough mustard on that header. So and again, just very direct. It's not coming together, unfortunately, for Side FC 92. Just playing direct with the amount of fast defensive players back there, and then, like we said, Caniglia is not afraid to come up and grab that ball at the top of the 18 or even go out even further. Tried to get a shot off there, just goes wide.
I'm interested to see how these long balls for Side FC will be in the second half, just against this wind.
Yeah, you almost wonder if it might help the team.
Yeah, because it seems like Gretna's been doing a really good job at overplaying their passes against the wind, but also not playing it too hard.
Oh, wow. Just able to get around the defender there. Well, this might be the best chance they have so far. Just enough on the slide tackle from Zimmers to kind of get Caniglia enough time to come out and challenge and pick that ball up off the pitch.
Yeah, great defending.
Excellent defending. I believe the referee just held up 3 fingers, indicating 3 minutes of extra time in this half. We are going to make sure we give you all of the action as it comes. And we appreciate you watching here on 11 Sports Online, formerly known as My Cujo. Crockett with the big kick up. Oh, keeper gets a little bit of a hit there. Goes down hard. And that's not a great thing with only one other keeper who's now going to have to come in off the bench. Fortunately for the team, they are pretty close to the end of the half here. Cleary talks to the team from the sidelines here. We'll give Beating a little bit of privacy. And Samaya, what's your feeling when you see something like that on a goalkeeper, being a goalkeeper yourself?
It's definitely never a thing that you want to see happen, but it definitely happens more often than you think. That ball was just a 50-50 ball, and unfortunately, Mo Gore didn't really hold up her run too much, but I mean, when you want to score goals, you don't really let up.
Sometimes that happens.
Yep.
Well, hopefully she'll be okay. Reagan Beating, number 21, the goalkeeper, has been actually pretty solid today. She's had to make a few really tough saves, and hopefully she's okay. They're stretching her out right now.
Yeah, hopefully she just got the wind knocked out of her. That's kind of what it seemed like based on the landing.
Yep.
It's always tough to get off the ground and then not land on your feet.
And not quite sure exactly who their backup keeper is. They've got 2 number 1s on their roster. Emily Dobbins from John Brown University. And then I guess this is another number 1. This is Erica Patton. No other information besides number 1, but looks as though Beating is up and on her feet now, which is a great sign. That was a tough collision to watch, but it's good to see she's walking off the field on her own power. So hopefully she'll be back on shortly. But until then, Patton will come in, Annika Patton. So Patton will see some minutes here in the extra time. And at halftime, we'll make sure that we get those player profiles up, the player roster up, so you can take a look and see who's on the Gretna Elite Academy roster and where they're playing from. So Annika comes in, and I would assume she's going to finish out the rest of the half, if not the rest of the match. The beating is able to come off the field on her own power, but boy, she looks like she's pretty tensed up down on the bench. And there's the goal kick. And Zimmers lets it go out. Caniglia takes kind of a hard bounce there. She's so good with her feet, which is great.
Yeah, she definitely has the feet like any other field player, but also has the advantage of making great saves with her hands.
Zimmer sends it up. Just gets dispossessed, but possession right back. Back and forth, no one's really been able to string together too many passes. But it looks like Side may have figured it out. And Ostergaard's able to intercept that pass. Gunderson sends it back. And again, right at about half field, everything sort of just falls into place for Gretna Elite. Gunderson plays it long, plays it wide to Schmitty. Out to Crockett. Crockett sends it in, but gets dispossessed. And Side FC is now on the offense here. Good through ball. We'll see what happens here. She does have somebody that she could track it back to. Decides to take the shot. Caniglia is right there for it. And she plays it just right out in front of Zimmers. And she's able to get to it. Maybe a little too much applesauce this morning for Caniglia. I think both teams may be content with just holding on to it, and there is halftime. And welcome back, folks, for the second half of Gretna Elite Academy versus Side FC 92 out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. I don't know why I just sounded country there. Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm Aaron Hogue. I'll be doing the play-by-play in the second half. And Samaya Hogue is my daughter, and she will be doing color as well. So Samaya, you ready for a second half?
Yes, I am.
Excellent. Well, it looks like the referees are starting to head to the field here. Gretna Elite Academy is in the all white with the black numbers, and Side is in the blue and red with the white numbers. Gretna's up 2-0 right now after an excellent shot and a PK. And Side will be kicking off in the second half as we just wait for the referee. And time starts now. Gretna's had a feverish pace, Samaya, in the first half, and the gal with the ball right there, number 12, has kind of been a monster inside of the 18 for Gretna Elite. And of course, that's Mondiri. Who would you call your player of the first half for Gretna Elite right now, Samaya?
I'd probably have to say Mondiri. She's just been a huge threat in the box. She's done really well at not only taking shots herself.
Here's another, and there is the follow-up. It looked like it was going to be an own goal, but I'm trying to see who that was to finally kick it in. Samaya, do you know who that is?
Cece Lamanji.
Yeah, Cece Lamanji. All right, well, congratulations to her for following that up, and Mondiri was the one who really set that up just by putting the ball kind of in no man's land for the goalkeeper. And of course, the goalkeeper is the backup who had to come in.
Yeah, if that ball didn't already cross the line, Cece made sure that that was going to be a goal.
So we are up 3-0 with just the first minute or two of the second half. Cece Lamanji. And Side's still pushing. Just the speed right now and the depth of players that Gretna Elite has, especially on that defensive side, is just going to be too tough to play directionally like this.
Yeah, it really seems like Gretna's found their groove throughout this game.
I think a lot of that comes from just the build-up from playing out of the back.
Yeah.
They've done a great job of that. Ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah. Even talking about Mondiri, she proves why she is the player of the game in these games.
And if she keeps this up, she'll probably be player of the game for this match as well.
Yeah.
Ball goes out to Gore. She's able to keep it in. Slides it into the 18. And Side's able to get it out. Making a run here. A great tackle there. They're able to keep possession though. And Gretna is able to weather the storm there. Gets it up to midfield before they depossess the ball. side now has a few more up here, and they have done a really good job of moving the ball around when they just kind of keep it on the ground and find those open feet. It's when they start playing directionally, too direct, that they get into trouble. Caniglia is just a little too much to take, and keeper elects not to come out. There's a shot and deflection for a side, for corner. And again, it's Mondiri who's able to just wreak havoc up the sideline.
It was a good job on the defender to get back there.
It was. I will say that just in watching a lot of soccer, it would have been nice to have the goalkeeper maybe move up a little bit and
challenge.
Take a little bit more space out. There's a shot, deflection.
Build.
Still in. Mondiri just kind of gets a little too much of it.
That's probably the first time she's gotten too much of the ball tonight.
Yeah.
She seems to be pretty accurate, and that's one of the few times that it wasn't.
Yeah, she's been pretty spot on with all of her kicks. She's very comfortable and confident with the ball at her feet. It's a beautiful night here in Omaha, Nebraska. The wind may actually be dying down finally. The lights are out, or the lights are on, and we are out. Mondiri able to stay on her feet, gives a nice ball up the middle, just dispossessed, but boy, she is just right in the back of that midfielder who's able to finally get the ball up the pitch.
Yeah, she is not a player that I would want to have to play against.
No. And I suppose in a game like this, Samaya, as the ball comes into Mondiri, let's see if she has a chance to put it in here. Just an awful lot of space by those side FC defenders there, so you might want to keep it a little bit closer, but
tough angle there.
Tough angle, yeah. As I was saying before, though, it seems like the smart money would be on just playing possession now that you're up 3-0 in the match early on, and you still got pretty much a full 40 minutes to go here, plus stoppage time. But Gretna is content to just kind of keep playing the ball and play their style, which is fast, aggressive, and very proficient. Here comes another shot. Good save by the keeper.
Good follow-up
Unfortunately,
by Schmitty again.
Yep. Unfortunately, just the follow-up by Lauren Schmidt to send that ball into the back of the net.
Yeah.
And Gretna is starting to pile it on here. We are just 8 minutes into the second half, and we're already talking about a rout here.
Yeah. Schmitty had the first shot and the second follow-up shot.
That's kind of a rare thing to see.
Yeah.
Usually it's one of your teammates who's able to kind of reap the rewards, but good job to Lauren Schmidt for taking care of business and taking care of her own business.
Yeah. I think Gretna is still trying to possess, but they're just that type of team that when they do possess, they open up space, and so they might as well go forward and try to get another one.
And just look at the numbers when they do get around the ball. There's always somebody who just is ready for that. Excellent.
Back to Schmitty again. Oh.
And Jess goes wide, hits the post actually, and kind of slides over. Mondiri just gives her a beautiful ball. And Schmitty's got the speed. She's coming up maybe a little a little lame, but boy, she had the speed to get it there, just off by a matter of inches.
Schmitty's one of those players, though, where she is so fast, and sometimes that can get in the way for her. I think her run was just a little too fast, and her feet weren't there yet. It's tough to tell how windy it is still, because it seems like on one of the flags it's still extremely windy, and then on the other one it's not.
Right. Well, and I just keep looking at the American flag up on the corner of the facility, and it's barely moving, but yeah, the flag that's down on the corner of the field seems to be moving quite a lot.
Yeah, on the far side of us, those seem to be moving a lot, but then the ones closest to us, not so much.
Mondiri and the side player go down. I do like the fact that Joe has kind of moved Mondiri back a little bit. It's kind of given Lamanji and some of the other gals some room to work around out on the pitch, which is good. You never know when you're going to need some of these other players to step up. If, God forbid, Mondiri were to get injured, you don't want to rely too heavily on her. So that she is the kind of player, though, it seems like they just say, hey, go out there, put yourself in a good position to win a ball and score for us a few times. And she's done just that here today. A handful of assists, it seems like, and definitely one goal with that PK.
Yeah, she's definitely the type of player that you would want on your team and not to play against, because she's extremely technical and aggressive. She also is really fast when she needs to be, when she picks her moments, which I think is really good.
And she has the size. That's the thing too that's just fascinating about her, is not only is she fast and technical, she has the size with the speed, which is very rare to find somebody who has size and speed. Usually it's one or the other, but not both. So looks like we will be having a substitution coming on.
Hallie Malum will be coming on.
We'll see who she is substituting for. Side FC just sends it up the field. Ostergaard's able to win the ball eventually. Mondiri back to Gore. Gore's going to send it wide over to Crockett. Crockett sends it back.
Schmitty back into Crockett. Good cross.
And side's able to kick it away. Let's see if they can possess for a little while here. See, this is where they look good when they start to do this. They need to do this a little bit more, in my opinion, because good things do happen when you can possess. Slide tackle, but it goes out for a corner. Malum comes on. And she is going to substitute for Zemina Urigre, I believe is her name, from Bellevue University here in Omaha. And she's had a heck of a couple of matches as well. And it also looks like Jenna Hodavi will be substituting in as well. She'll be wearing number 1 tonight. excellent job defending there by number 26. That's Hallie Malum. Hallie, yes. Schmitty almost too fast there. She realizes, hey, I can't touch that ball right now. Be way offside if I do. Gretna doing an excellent job of winning those 50-50 balls. And Schmitty running the sideline here. Gives it to Ostergaard. Ostergaard back to Schmitty. Schmitty's going to cross it in. Lamonji just not able to put her foot on it, but streaking in, I think that's Zimmers. Nope, not Zimmers. Maybe Gore, Mo Gore. And Sophia Lamonji's number 4. So you have both Lamonjis out there. And throw in for Gretna Elite Academy, who right now is currently up 4-0 over Side FC. Here comes Jenna Hotovy. Jenna is playing at South Dakota State University. And we'll see who she's coming off for.
Looks like Grace Crockett.
Yeah, looks like Grace Crockett will be coming off the pitch. Crockett had, if she doesn't come back in, has had a heck of a game. So congratulations to her on getting through over 60 minutes now. Here comes the cross. Just a little heavy on the touch. Side's able to clear it. Gretna Elite is just right back in there, able to possess. And now they're going to start moving it around like they do. They're playing very high defensively. I don't think they feel like they're in any danger at this point of giving up anything sneaky.
It looks like Side FC has a lot more people defensively now, but they're still not super tight on Gretna.
You suppose that just comes because of the speed that we're seeing?
It could be. It could also just be a tactic. They might want to be playing zonally. That's almost what it seems like they're doing. But I feel like in live situations, you'd probably want to play man marking.
So foul, I believe, on Gunderson. Free kick for Side FC. Mondiri just kind of stays close to her. Gets the mag. Now Side FC seems like they're trying to get it together here. Ball stays in. No foul. Right on the sideline there. And Gretna just using that sideline. Excellent job. Ball goes through. Dispossessed by Gretna. And there's the drop to the goalkeeper.
It doesn't really seem like Sides had many chances on goal, but I think that comes down to Gretna just being in position a little bit quicker. They're really good at reading the balls coming in and being able to intercept it.
maybe it's just a little bit of that fatigue that's finally starting to set in. Good through ball though. And now it is a 1v1. There's the shot off the post. Good touch by Caniglia. Just able to skirt it and let that post be the extra defender.
That was a great fingertip save. I was about to say that she hasn't had a save this half, but
And there she did.
there's her first one.
And I was just saying,
an extremely important one.
that's right. And I was just saying that it seemed like side may have finally started to break down a little bit, and then they come right back and try to get the score. There's a shot off.
Another shot by Cece Lamongi.
Unfortunately for the backup keeper, these kicks just aren't seeming to get too far in this wind. At this point, Samaya, Dad would be yelling, "Samaya, just put it on the ground."
Yeah. Yeah.
Once again, we're on 11 Sports, and Gretna's up 4-0 here in the second half of this UWS Midwest Conference, Heartland Conference competition versus Side FC 92. We're going to have some Gretna elite players coming on. Looks like number 24 and number 25. So Margaret Pallison and Abigail Castens. I bet that's Maggie Pallison. And she's from University of South Dakota. And another South Dakota, but South Dakota State University for Castens. And Mondiri is up, challenging high, giving the new keeper fits.
Yeah, she doesn't really have much help on the high pressure, but she seems to be doing enough on her own.
Yeah, she's making the high pressure.
Yeah. Usually coaches will tell you if your center forward goes, everybody else has to. But for her, it seems like she's just enough.
It looks like we've got a corner coming up. They play it short. Going to try to build it into the box here. Mondiri just seems to be everywhere that the ball needs to be.
Yeah.
Well, some good moves. And keeper's able to pull it out of the air on that cross. Gets some good backspin there, but easily won by Ostergaard. She seems to be a 50-50 machine out there. Shot comes just wide. And it looks like the teams will take a water break. So Samaya, we're halfway through the second half, and we've already seen 2 goals so far in this half. What's impressed you about both teams, and what's maybe concerning about one of the teams, if not both the teams?
I think the impressive thing for both sides is when they do possess the ball, they have really dangerous attacks. Even side, their through balls with possession and then finding the space have given them their most dangerous attacks. I think both sides also kind of need to make sure on defense they're doing a little bit more. I think obviously the balls that come in can be defended, and it's just kind of a check of your shoulder, seeing where players are, and then if you're not marking, somebody else needs to be there.
Absolutely. Of course, today, like we said, the team's being coached by Joe Cleary. Joe was a former D2 coach here in the state of Nebraska at Wayne State College. Had a pretty impressive tenure at Wayne State College, and decided just a few years ago that his passion was in kind of following the game. And so Joe has built a successful platform, Nebraska Soccer Talk, here in the state, and they did a fantastic job of covering everything that was high school soccer here this spring. And we really appreciate everything that he's done for the community since he stepped away from Wayne State College. I'm sure you know, some of the girls that are still up there that he recruited miss him, but he is doing quite well for himself in all aspects of life, and doing a great job of coaching tonight. Obviously, he's got this team rolling 4-0 with a little over 20 minutes left to go, plus stoppage time.
Good look there.
Yeah, ball just sails wide there. One of the things that's impressive again is just the 50-50 balls are all being won right now by Gretna. And it's not necessarily that Side isn't trying hard enough to get to them. It's just, it seems like Gretna is always, they've always got a player that's right where they need to be every single time. And as I say that, Side's able to win the 50-50, but unfortunately goes out of bounds, and so it's a throw in now for White, Gretna Elite Academy. Mondiri able to create her own space. Looks like Mo Gore over there. Cuts it in. Tries to feed it through, just nothing going there. Ball goes wide. I believe that's Karsten's. Mondiri right there. And so is Gore. And Gore just not able to keep it, but looks like she was maybe shielding actually, because we have a corner kick for Gretna Elite Academy.
I'm a little surprised Mondiri didn't just decide to take that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seemed like she had the perfect volley set up there.
It looked like Lamanji was coming over to take it, and Mondiri said, no, I'll just do it myself. So let's see if she can put it in right where it needs to be. Sophia Lamanji goes in. Ball goes up into the center right before the 6. Ball still in the air. Great save by the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper, the backup goalkeeper is Annika Patton. That was an excellent save by her. That ball was just lofting. Winds up being a corner kick, but boy, that was impressive.
Seemed like that initial clearance didn't exactly go where Side wanted it to.
Yeah.
Kind of went right back into the middle. Seems like Joe's really getting everybody in tonight.
Yeah.
Got a full team change.
And it looks like we might get to see Beth Guevara, who's at UNI and has come back from a pretty serious leg injury, and good to see that she's back on the pitch and she's going to be contributing to this UWS team this year. So Carson's to Mondiri, who just sets it up in the air, just lofts it a little too high. Caston, excuse me, number 25.
Mondiri. And here comes the substitutes, and lo and behold, number 33, the goalkeeper,
Mackenzie Smith.
Mackenzie Smith, will be coming on to the pitch as well.
We also have Avery Blasdell coming in.
Looks like Mo Gore came off. Trying to find out who the other person that came off was.
I believe CC Lamonji came off
Okay.
as well.
Castens. Oh, just sends it wide.
Beth comes in right away and has her first shot of the night.
Yep, takes that shot.
I think these fresh new legs for Gretna is really going to give Side FC a bit of a
Oh,
fit.
excellent move there. Ball in the middle. Mondiri tries to go for it, just not able to. Here comes another shot from Hodavi.
Oh, deflection
Hodavi is
off.
able to get it in.
Takes a deflection off of Mondiri.
Really? Okay.
I think she tried to get out of the way of that one, but ends up getting herself a goal.
Well, that's not a bad thing to have. So if we count it that way, she has at least two goals here.
Yeah.
Hodavi may have gotten robbed a little bit on that, but I'm sure she won't care. Gets the assist regardless and gets herself a point.
Yeah. It definitely looked like Mondiri tried to get herself out of the way and it just took a deflection off of her heel. Like we said, everywhere the ball is, she just seems to be there.
She does have command of that front third. It's pretty impressive.
Another chance.
Ball just slides out of bounds
A little too much on that
on the
one.
back line. So yeah, you talk about fresh legs obviously going to help, but also just getting a chance to get some of these women in has to help immensely for the team overall.
Yeah.
Just because some of these girls some of these women are still pretty young in their collegiate careers, and they may not have seen a lot of minutes in college, so this is a good time for them to kind of show what they're capable of. I know the UNO coach, Tim Walters, is in attendance watching his players. Get a foul here on
Malum.
Yep, on Malum. Number 4 trying to figure out where to send that ball. Not a lot of spaces to play. But they fight for it anyway. Send something in, little deflection. Smith goes ahead and takes it in, and boy, almost gets her teeth knocked out, but able to possess.
Yeah, I know Side FC wants to get a goal, but I feel like that's another one of those times on the keeper where you might just want to hold up your run, not risk getting a card.
Yeah. But you see that ball comes, slipping out of the goalkeeper's hands. You never know where it's going to land, and
Yeah.
if you're there, you want to try to take your chance. It is dangerous, though.
Ball stays close to the 18. Just a lot of room. And boy, that Side FC player, I think took it in the back of the head. She is down right now. And unfortunately, there is no one to substitute in at this point, as the only player that Side has for their half is laying down trying to stretch out her back when the goalkeeper, when she had a strong collision, air collision. So looks like she's okay.
I think the defender might have also gotten that kick in the back. Gretna's still hungry for more.
Yeah. And
they're up 5-0 and
we have about 10 minutes, and that's not even with stoppage time, which I'm sure we'll see a little bit of.
Yeah.
Are you surprised a little bit, Samaya, that Mondiri's still in?
I would say yeah. I mean, she is the type of player that can go the whole time, but I'm surprised we're not seeing anybody else just...
There's another shot from Mondiri and
to get some minutes.
Yeah, another save for the keeper. Patton just puts it on the ground. Kicks it up, gets it to about half field. Number 22, excuse me.
Seems like this Side FC team is either feeling the aggressiveness of Gretna or is getting a little tired, because you're seeing more people go down and putting their hands on their knees.
There's another shot off the post.
Looked like a good save off the keeper.
It was, yeah. I noticed that the hand got there before the post got there, so excellent save. Yeah, Patton, kind of an unenvious position to come in, you know, right before half, and
definitely off and no warm up either.
No warm up, and asked to play against a heck of an offensive team.
Another great ball in.
The ball's just kind of sitting back and forth, yep. Cross to cross to cross. And it looks like they're able to weather the storm. Ball gets cleared. Back to Gretna though. Here comes the build-up. Ball in, and just a little too much bounce for Mondiri to get her head on that.
Yeah, that's one of those in between shot crosses where had Zimmers just pulled that one back a little bit, that would have been a great assist.
Oh, good through ball, but offside.
Gretna's defense overall has done a really good job tonight.
Abigail Castins was the one who was offside there on that run. She looks like she has some speed as well. We'll see what she can do here. Just unable to get it before it goes out of bounds. Mondiri maybe a little too aggressive there.
Seems like every time one of these Side FC players turns around, she's right there.
I know just from recording tonight, she always seems like she's in the frame no matter where I point the camera at. It's pretty impressive. Seems that way. Yeah, to have a player up top that's able to command that much respect from the other side is pretty impressive.
Another Side FC player just hunching over right now.
Yeah, that might be something. Hopefully, we don't have a full roster, just what came here, but hopefully the side run's a little heavier when they actually play at home. I know, obviously away matches, sometimes things come up, especially with these college players, just because they do have, other things going on, they do have lives of their own. But boy, it would be nice for side to have a little extra help out there.
Gretna opts to keep this one in. Maybe wishing they let that one go for a corner. Yeah, it's interesting because the full roster that we see only has 14 players on it, which means they'd only have 3 subs in total, including a backup keeper. So 2 field player subs.
So that's a lot of that's a lot to ask of a bunch of young women who also do probably a healthy amount of conditioning during the year. Ondiri, just so much space, too much space for Side FC to be allowing someone who's that good and that proficient at scoring to be left wide open.
Yeah, there was one defender there and she was able to cut them out with that nice touch very easily. And then the keeper and another defender tried to run out, but it was too late at that point.
So Ariana Mondiri with another goal.
If she's not the player of the match again tonight, I would be a little surprised. And if she's not, she's definitely going to be in contention for it.
Well, as far as these commentators are concerned, I would say we're going to go ahead and just call her our own UWS GEA player of the match. She's had a heck of a match. It's been very fun to watch all of these players compete tonight, but especially Mondiri. She has been all over the pitch up front and just has not let up at all.
Yeah, not being able to watch her play for the home opener and seeing that she scored 4 goals, I was interested to see what type of player she would be. She's definitely showing all of her skills tonight.
They're just really pressuring up top too. Ball goes out. Throw in for Gretna. So we're starting to see the waning minutes of the match before we get into any extra time. Probably not too much extra time, although we have had at least a couple of players who have needed a little bit of time, so we'll see how much is added on.
It's interesting to me, like I said earlier, when Gretna was up about 4-0 and they weren't really letting off at any point, and there's still about 40 minutes left of the game, that they're still continuing to do that. You'd think with only a few minutes left, they'd just be trying to possess.
And they may be trying to just possess. Sometimes there's matches that it's just you'd be a fool not to try to take those shots when they're presented to you.
Yeah, kind of like what I was saying earlier, where they're just possessing so much that the only way to go is forwards.
And we've got another corner here. Somebody must have touched it there.
The keeper got a tip on that one.
Yeah, so the keeper, they gave the keeper credit for the first one that went out on a corner, and then she tipped it out this time as well. So
I was almost wondering though if the first one was off of a defender, because it didn't seem like she touched it.
The ball just right into the 6. Mondiri able to tackle, but it looks like she's going to pick up the foul. Just competing the whole time.
Yeah, I think on that one she got the ball with one foot and the player with the other, because she kind of went into a splits there.
Guevara.
These 50-50 balls are just being won by Gretna. And they're not even giving a chance for a second ball off of it either.
Side FC finally getting close to the 18 of Gretna. And ball scoots out. Oh, it is a goal kick indicated by the AR. And number 12 for side is not happy about that. That's Jordan Langbartles. She's out of Oral Roberts.
Well, it's a little hard to see there if it went off of Sophie or not. Regardless, it was good defending by Gretna.
Great ball. Goalkeeper does come out.
Takes a deflection off of one of her own, though.
And I think you can tell that the side FC players are just tanked right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they are having to run all over the field to try to match up with some of these Gretna elite players.
Good block, though.
And another save for Patton. And that is the end of the match. So Gretna finishes 6-0 against Side FC. Congratulations to Gretna Elite Academy on another win as they progress to 2 wins, 1 loss, no draws. And the next match, I believe, is against inner city rival. We're going to have a derby against Sporting Omaha coming up, Sporting Nebraska. So pretty exciting. Congratulations to Joe Cleary, who was doing the interim coaching tonight. He gets a win for the club, and a good win at that.
Yeah, it was a great match.
And again, gonna choose us personally. We're gonna choose this gal, who is Ariana Mondiri, as the player of the match. Just all over the field, doing everything she could to make sure that this team was able to dominate. And she doesn't even look like she's tired or anything. So congratulations to Adriana, and congratulations to Gretna Elite Academy UWS on another successful outing here at Caniglia Field on the campus of University of Nebraska, Omaha. This has been Aaron Hogue, and with me tonight was my daughter and one of my favorite kids, Samaya Hogue. And we'd also like to thank the other Hogue in the room, Raiden Hogue, who was providing the producing tonight for the match. So thank you, Raiden. Thank you, Samaya. Great job tonight. And folks, we're going to get out of here, and I hope everybody has a great Memorial Day tomorrow. And we will see you for the next match when Gretna Elite Academy takes on Sporting Nebraska in just about a week. So until next time, this has been Aaron Hogue, and thank you for watching on 11 Sports. Goodbye.